We're Sid and Mackie, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to find the most unique and challenging mountain bike races around the world. Whether we're racing enduro in the high Andes or organizing short track races in our friends' backyards, we're always looking for the next challenge. For years, we lived out of our van or our suitcases, but recently, we've learned the hard way that lifestyle can be a recipe for burnout. We needed a home base. So in late 2021, we bought a house, or rather, we bought a garage with a house on the side. In today's video, we'll be showing you how we're setting up our garage to meet our needs as athletes, mountain bikers, and YouTubers. It's no easy task. Yeah, so we have a big project in front of us of deciding how we are going to set up this space.
But it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. If you're new to the channel, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Okay, let's get started. Building Basecamp, episode 4. So this whole home renovation process, I've been very proud of us. I don't think we've really left any real head scratchers for future occupants of the house until now. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember when we built out a shed in Mackie's parents' backyard to be our dream bike workshop. More specifically, you probably remember this clip of us chasing a rat with a canoe paddle. Or maybe you found this channel via our bike maintenance channel Sid Fixes Bikes, where we film videos of me fixing bikes in that shed. If it's making a clickety-clackety noise like that, it means the derailleur is confused. We absolutely loved the shed, but it had its limitations. For one, it was in Mackie's parents' backyard. So when we were staying in Boulder for the winter of 2020, that meant a 6-hour commute to film videos. Also, it was a little small. And we had to keep all of our gym equipment outside. Oh, and did I mention it was uninsulated and freezing in the winter? So when we started house hunting, our number one priority was a big garage. In the current housing market, that proved tricky, but eventually we found the perfect space. Our first priority was to set up our gym equipment so that we could still do some training while we renovated the upstairs. We also wanted to make sure that we could get our bikes and find our riding gear easily so that we could head out the door for a ride even if the rest of the house was in utter chaos. Tonight's project is the garage. It's time to sort out the fact that we have kind of too many bikes and they're all just parked against the wall. So we need some hooks down here.
So why are we not hanging bicycles?
Because we don't have the right type of drill bit. That's the good thing about a project like this, is when you don't have the right thing, you just do any number of thousands of other
projects that we have. Yeah.
Technically this is my shoe, but they're so tall. Yeah.
We've got 3 Helmetor hooks up. Time to put 3 more up. Right. There we go.
Imagine if we'd had the tools that we have now when we were doing our shed renovation. It would have taken us a day instead of 3 weeks.
Today's video is sponsored by Competitive Cyclist. As you guys know, Competitive Cyclist has been a huge supporter of this channel, which has really allowed us to keep making videos. So thank you to them. There are 2 things I want to talk about today that you can get on Competitive Cyclist that we absolutely love. The first is the Velo hinge. That's what we're using to hang all of the bikes behind me right now. What I love about it is it folds down super nice if you aren't using it. And then you flip it out, you flip it open, and then your bike front wheel hooks into that and then hangs down. It's got a little thing for the rear wheel too to stop it, to keep it from sliding back and forth. It's reversible, so you can have it swing to the right or the left. We had these in the shed and absolutely loved them. So we hopped on Competitive Cyclist, ordered some new ones. The second thing is the Velo wall post. This is where we store extra wheels, extra tires, extra tire inserts, just bolts onto the wall and then folds up and down. We also found it was really helpful when we were going out to ride. We had one in the middle of the shed. We would flip it down, hook a bike on there, lube the chain, fill up the tires, check things, and then just pop it back off and fold it up out of the way. So we highly recommend checking out both the Velo hinge and the Velo wall post if you are looking for a good way to store your bicycles. Both of them are available on Competitive Cyclist, and as always, use the code SIDMACKY15 for 15% off your first order. All right, back to the video. This is a project I have been thinking about, talking about, planning for a long time. I'm finally actually doing it. I present you the water bottle drying rack. We have lots of water bottles. We want to be able to dry them. Recovery, drink bottles, etc. And this is a perfect spot because it just drips down into our utility sink. All right, I think it looks pretty good.
Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. This is the door to the upstairs, so we can come in here. We've got our packs here. We've been riding in and out of town, and so these go on the panniers. We'll have a video about that very soon, but hydration packs, etc. Laundry, utility sink. There's Mackie's water bottle rack in its finished capacity. Basically, our idea here is we wanted to be able to walk in this door, have everything that we need to go on a ride really easily accessible. So on this shelf, we've got glasses, sunscreen, GPSs, these are the Stages dash, and we also have a little charging block here because that was an issue that we've had in the past, specifically me, that my GPS is never charged. So over here, we've got sort of the winter clothes so that we can just grab those as we go. We've got a bunch of different weight gloves and hats because winter. And up here, we've got everything we need hydration and snack-wise from Scratch Labs. So we can come down, grab a water bottle, mix a drink, be ready to go, come around this corner, grab our shoes, helmets, and then grab our bike. So on this wall, we currently have 9 hooks put up. We still need to get a couple more hooks. We'll eventually have space for 12 bikes on this wall, which is a lot of bicycles, but remember, this is our job. So often we get bikes from a sponsor to try out or use for one video, and we often just have quite a few bikes, more than just the ones that we race on.
We also do ride all of these bikes.
We do ride all of these bikes.
Yep.
Yes. We are thinking of getting like an A-frame for the e-bikes because hanging e-bikes is not very fun. And our gym setup, which Mackie made these hooks? Hangers? Dowel rods? Anyway, so this little corner has pretty much everything we need to do our training. We've got our mat, we've got the squat rack, we've got the dumbbells, got step-ups, stretching stuff, bands, sliders, box jump, jumping box. This is chaos, but this will eventually be our ski and other toy storage. So got some snowshoes, got some Nordic skis, got a chainsaw. Anyway, work in progress over here.
There's one really big thing missing, specifically a workshop. We don't have any place to work on bikes. We don't have any place to record Sid Fixes Bikes videos. That, my friends, is today's project. This, as you can see, it's got a lot of stuff in the way right now, but our vision, and just imagine with me here, is workbench across that wall, nice wood down that. I eventually want to put some shelves in here on like a hinge so that they can swing out. So I mentioned that we want to do wood on that wall back there. The cool part is, instead of buying wood, we are going to tear down the fence right here between us and our neighbors. It's actually their fence. Josh was like, hey, do you guys mind if we take this fence down? And we were like, heck yeah, let's take the fence down and we'll use all the wood in our garage. And so today is take down the fence day. I'm very excited. Josh and Lisa, who you'll meet in a second here, and then their two boys, they are also very excited to tear a fence down. All right, so that's Josh, and that's Jackson, and there's Lisa, and there's Luke on the Strider bike. And these guys are, they wanted the fence down. We said, heck yeah, let's take a fence down. So we're gonna take a fence down. You still have 18 inches.
18 inches? You serious?
I don't know, look at the size of that one. The problem is that I measured our workbench and it is 37.5 inches. This wall right here is 18. So we need an additional 20 inches for the workbench because it would be weird for the workbench to like stick out over this area. So I think the first job is pull this trim, cut out a little bit of the flooring here, and extend this wall out to 37.5 inches. Re-drywall it or add drywall to it, and then we can actually work on putting the bench in.
So I just wanted to say, through this whole home renovation process, I've been very proud of us. I think for the most part, we haven't done anything too weird, you know? Like, I'm not saying we've done everything perfectly, but I don't think we've really left any real, like, head scratchers for future occupants of the house. Until now. Which involves massacring this poor closet. But our goal is to have a really nice workshop space, not to have a closet. We want to be able to work on bikes in here. We want it to be pleasant. It's already more pleasant than the shed because it's not as cold. It's not warm, but it's not freezing freaking cold. And voila, it's like the closet was never there.
This door is much more reasonably sized now anyway. Let's be
real. It's like super not standard door size. If anyone ever comes up here and wants to put a door on it, they're SOL. So if you're thinking, why on earth are they doing this? They've been spending too much time on Pinterest. Just wanted to assure you guys, the wood wall is not purely aesthetic. I do think it'll look good. I think it'll warm things up a little bit in the video, look a little bit like the shed used to look, but we are mainly doing this for the audio. And you may or may not be able to tell in this video, I'm gonna try to correct it in Premiere. The audio is very bad in this garage. It's because it's echoey, it's because all the walls are flat. It's just not good. And for this channel, we just kind of go with whatever audio we get. On our maintenance channel, we do try, like, we don't want people to be distracted from learning the task because they can't hear us or the audio is off or whatever. So that was something we were worried about moving that channel into this basement garage. So this is our solution. I could just tip the wheelbarrow over. You okay?
I'm all good.
This is the final effect. I think it looks better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, this is gonna look weird, but I think it looks nice.
I think it looks nice. My thinking is the bench goes at 36. Does that make sense?
What we did before,
yeah,
right?
Standard counter height.
That's what I would like.
How many inches above the top of the bench? Because that's assuming that the top of the bench is 36. Do we want the pegboard?
5
inches, 41. Towards me.
Okay, that's definitely not centered.
Well, it's not centered on the wall. The plan is that it's going to be centered on the bench.
You're right. That
Towards me. Towards me. Okay, your side up. Down.
We are going to try to tackle one more thing this evening in this video, and that is the bench.
These are the shelf brackets we used, but we have extra ones. So now they are going to be bench brackets.
Bench brackets.
Bench brackets.
They're from Amazon.
Yes, they are. Didn't love that noise, but I think it's okay. That feels pretty sturdy.
It's as sturdy as it was before, that's for sure.
Sturdy as it was before.
Obviously, we still have some work to do. We made huge progress today.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be an awesome space. And we're still gonna sort out the lighting. We are gonna build out this closet over here to have shelves. And we're gonna get all of our tools hung up. Did I forget anything?
I'm gonna put a swinging wall over there probably.
Yeah, that's sort of a Mackie thing. I'm like
Mackie
not
project.
100% sure about that, but we'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching this episode of Building Basecamp. If you want real-time updates, we're posting a weekly house tour over on Patreon. And as always, don't forget to be more awesome. Mackie just said if I helped him for 3 more minutes, I could go eat dinner. So I set a timer, which he wasn't expecting, so look how fast he was. Wow, 3 minutes. Fast.